Welcome to Guthrie Sports Page Television. Chris Evans with the ball. Coach Rafe Watkins here at the Guthrie practice field. And Coach, getting ready for week number 10, the playoffs. What's interesting, Class 5A, not one team can get ready for one opponent here in a couple of weeks.
No, and that's true. There's some on the other side that knows pretty much who they're going to play. But, for us, the 5A1 district couldn't be more screwed up than if you tried. I gave you some of the scenarios today and even gave some points with it. That took about an hour and a half and some phone calls to be able to kind of figure all that out. And there's still other scenarios. That's the most logical scenarios. There's the things in there that if this team gets beat by 15, which some of those are just common sense things, they're not going to happen. Right. I mean, and you're pretty sure that like Altus is going to beat Chickasha by their 15 that they need, but if they don't, and all the other scenarios that could go along there, you just got to stick with what is more likely to happen. And right now, if I just had the gut feeling, I would think that we're going to probably either play Deer Creek or Lawton Mac. But again, we know that we could play Duncan or we could play Altus. And but more realistically, I think we'll probably play Deer Creek or Lawton Mac.
And those are some teams that we're familiar with over the last few years.
It is. Deer Creek we've played for the previous 4 years up till now, and then Lawton Mac played 2 years ago in the semifinals, and both are quality teams. The big and physical Deer Creek team with a very good quarterback in Dax Dilbeck. You have one of the top players in the state in Javon Harris if we play Lawton Mac. And so, you're going to play this time of the year, you're going to play great teams no matter what. Mm-hmm. If you're the 1 seed, you might get an easy first round bye, but other than that, you're going to probably be playing some pretty good teams during the playoffs for a reason.
And the good thing about it with the win over Capitol Hill, so solidified the home playoff berth at Joseph Stadium.
Right, that was the big thing, and also getting the young kids in and everybody staying healthy and stuff. And that was just it was a game that was kind of an inconvenience just due to the fact that we got better in Tuesday and Wednesday's practice than we did the other night. But sure have to say I was proud of those kids from Capitol Hill for never folding their tents, never giving up. They played hard, and they're a special group of kids. You had to feel for them.
Yeah. Moving on to this week against Noble, Coach. On the road, of course, you're perfect on the road against Noble. Noble's won twice. Last couple seasons have been easy for the Blue Jays, but we saw last week Noble take Shawnee to the final seconds, about 20 seconds left in the game. Noble's a scary team can be sometimes.
Well, they're certainly one of those teams that got hurt from this district being so brutal, and they lost early because they was having some turnover troubles. They got beat by Deer Creek or by Ardmore down there at Noble first week, and they had them beat us 21-20 with just a few seconds left, and Ardmore throws a pass and beats them 27-21, and they still go the length of the field in about 40 seconds and have a shot in the end zone from about the 20-yard line to try to win that. They go the next week and play Duncan. Or not Duncan, but Durant, and they're inside the 5-yard line 3 times and fumble and get beat 21-0. So I know that the next week then we played them in JV, and their coach was telling me that they'd fumbled 15 times and lost 14 of them in those 3 games in a row. And then, last week they took Shawnee to the brink. They were up 7-0, was tied 7 at half, and then got down in the second half and came back and had an onside that they almost recovered and got beat 28-21. So they're a very good football team. You don't know what you're going to get. I feel like we're going to see their very best because they're going to be playing loose. They have nothing to lose other than beat the number 3 team in the state at their place. They've got 18 seniors that started last year for them that, it's the last time they're going to get to play in a Noble Bears uniform. And so I anticipate that we're going to see their very best. They have nothing to lose. They're liable to do onsides, fake punts, just go out and try to win it. There are 18 special seniors for them, and I know that they were anticipating making the playoffs this year and very well should have. This just goes to show how tough this district is. I truly believe if they were in that other district, they'd probably be second or third.
Noble's still trying to get to the 500 record. Another thing they're trying to fight for. And, Coach, their quarterback, Davison, it seemed like he's been there for 12 years, but he's still a quarterback.
Well, his brother played for him down there, so it does. We have seen that Davison, kind of like the Browns over at Shawnee. It does seem like they've been there forever, but he's a great little athlete. He's very dangerous, ran really well on Shawnee, running the little duck play out of the option, and he's a very good player for him. They have the McElhaney kid that is an outstanding tailback returning from last year, had over 1,200 yards last year rushing, and I don't know how many he's got this year. He hasn't had as much. Again, that they're the Nobles still got their power game, and I think we're going to see that. But unlike a lot of other years, they'll also get in 4 wide and throw the ball a little bit and spread you out and run some options. So they're a little different than they have been in the past, but they're still that big, powerful front lines that Noble's known for.
This time of year, Coach, to be healthy as possible, how's that looking for the Jays?
We're in pretty good shape right now. Other than just being week 10, there's naturally going to be some little nagging injuries, but nothing major. Nobody's going to be out for this week.
Coach, we appreciate your time, and best of luck against Noble.
All right, thank you.
For head coach Rafe Watkins, I'm Chris Evans. Thank you for watching Guthrie Sports Page Television.